Hello, everybody. John Ashworth here, the Fitness Nomad, your new virtual coach. Thanks for your interest in the platform. Glad to have you here. Working away in my home office this afternoon, and here's what I want to show you how to do. So I'm putting weekly goals. I call them weekly goals. That's how they get labeled. But sometimes they only last for a day or two, and that's to hold you accountable to logging in and doing them. Because in over 20 years of doing this, there are three reasons people come to see me. They need accountability, they need expert guidance, and they need support, a support structure of some kind to help them get where they want to go. This platform is a big part of all three of those, and one of the ways I hold you accountable to your goals is by not leaving them up there and letting you check them off whenever. So they have certain time periods. Now I'm setting up goals for you, but you can also set up additional goals yourself with one caveat. Don't overdo it. It's easy to get excited and think about all the things you want to set up and have 12 or 15 different goals in there. First of all, they're not going to fit on the screen. And that's by design, because really 3 to 5 things a day, a week are enough to focus on, especially when those things often involve additional action steps within them. For example, if you say you're going to have a good breakfast with protein every morning, well, that's great, but do you have the groceries you need in order to make that happen? Do you need to get up a little bit earlier in the morning to make sure that you get that thing made before you take off? Or if you're going to take it on the road, do you need to make sure and have a little container you can bring it in, etc. So here we go, logging in, and I've created a little account for myself called John Virtual. And so I am going to log in on that account, and what I'm going to see is what you see. This is what you'll see in there is log in and set a goal. Now I've done that, of course, so I've checked that off. Now I've given you until July 26th to do that, so you have plenty of time to log in and do what I'm about to show you next. Exercise, okay? No specifics, just did you exercise or not? Did you get up out of your chair and go move for 10 minutes? That counts, check it off. And then eat more fruit. I'm not sure you see this one on your screen. I think that's one that I set up for myself. In fact, I'm 99% sure that's true. So if you don't see eat more fruit in there, that's fine. If you want to add that, here's how you do that. You come over to this drop down, click this drop down, come down to set up weekly goals. That's going to give you a little bit different menu option here. Adobe constantly wanting my attention. Annoying. Okay, and so then from the first thing you have to do is select a type of goal. It's either a nutrition, exercise, or lifestyle goal. Okay, so for me, really important every morning that I get my morning yoga. All right, and let's say I want to work on this for the next 7 days. All right. Ignore 4 campaigns. That's really for coaches. That's for me, not for you. And I need to remove that from the client screen. Haven't done that yet. The date that that's going to start, I'm actually going to start that. Well, I'll start it today because I did do that this morning. Got my yoga in, went to the pool, my exercise is done. I feel fantastic. All right, so I've done that 1 out of 7 times now. So that starts today on the 18th. The date to end then is 1 week. So the 24th of July is when that one will end. Now if you want to repeat a goal, so if you think you've got a goal that you want to work on continually over time, great. Set it up to repeat. And what will happen is it'll run for a week, and then it will reset and run for another week. And it'll just keep doing that for as many weeks as you tell it to repeat. Now for simplicity's sake right now, I kind of encourage you to just don't repeat anything. It'll get confusing. But that's there if you want it. Click OK, and that screen's going to refresh. So if you want to set up additional goals, that's fine. But like I said, be careful about setting up too many. Now we're going to enter weekly goals. That means we want to check off these things that we're doing. All right. Now I already put a 1 in there, so I'm not going to check it off again. But there it is, morning yoga. Boom. When you complete a goal, so like log in and set a goal. The goal was 1 time, I did it, the checkbox disappears, and then the goal won't disappear until the 26th, unless if you make a mistake on a goal, or if you don't like one of these goals and you just want to get rid of it, then you come over here to My Logs, and from this main screen, you're going to choose Weekly Goals, and you're going to get a drop down of all of the goals that are in the system for you, whether you've set them up yourself or whether I've set them up. And they're all going to be there, and you can click on any one of them and you can edit it. So you can Don't mess with that. That's going to change the type of metric that it is. That's another story. So leave that one alone. You can see it's 1 out of 7. So if I want to change that number, I can. If I want to change the start date or the end date or even the label attached to it, I can do that. And then I click OK and it will reset. You can also get rid of one if you want to just delete one. But I would say for now, as your coach, you're not allowed to delete the goals I put in there for you unless you have a really good reason and you send me an email or a note through the system, which you can do right here, messages. So you click messages, send a message, test, we'll call this a test message. John, this is the best virtual coaching platform I've ever seen. Of course, it's probably the only one you've ever seen because it doesn't exist. Because here at Nomads, we are innovating all the time, trying to keep you motivated to get out there and move, to eat better, to feel better, to double, triple, even quadruple your energy levels. Have fun. Send me notes through the system. And there, we got an error. I haven't tested the messaging part. That's part of the reason I wanted to do that as part of this video. So, hopefully, by the time you get in there, that'll be working fine. We're going to leave that alone for now, and I'm going to get to work on fixing that. Enjoy, everybody, and remember, appreciate your support. Click on those ads every once in a while. That helps me help you. Take care.